Hi, second graders. We're back for some poetry, but first, another idea for practicing your creative expressions poem. Remember, we talked about practicing in front of a mirror or with a family member or for your pet or maybe stuffed animals. And we want to make sure we're working on good eye contact. Look at those eyes I drew for you. So make sure you are looking at yourself when you are saying your poem in the mirror. Make sure you're looking at your family members or your pet or stuffed animals when you're practicing your poem. But another thing we want to work on as we prepare for Creative Expressions Day is to add expression to our poem. So we want to think about our volume. Do we want to be shouting our poem? No, that's hard to listen to. But do we want to be like whispering our poem so you can hardly hear? No, but the thing is, you don't want to do the very same volume the whole time. Maybe you need to get a little louder or a little softer at different times depending on the words. Also, your tone can change. If we say the same tone the whole time, it gets really boring. So we need to change our tone a little bit. Go up, down, so it doesn't get so boring. And then speed also can change. So parts of our poem might be said slowly. Parts might be said faster. So it adds expression if we work on volume, tone, and speed, and that will make our Creative Expressions poem even better. Well, let's get back to poetry. We talked about repetition yesterday. Repetition is when you repeat words. Oh, I know where it is. I'm looking for it. Repeat words or lines over and over in a poem. So we read our little stop, stop poem, right? We read some others. And then we had our assignment. How did you do with your Spring is Here assignment? I thought I would read Spring is Here to you one more time, but this time I'm going to add some expression and see if you notice, all right? Spring is here, the flowers are growing. Spring is here, the trees' blooms are showing. Spring is here, the butterflies start to fly. Spring is here, let's watch the birds go by. Spring is here, the rain is starting to fall. Spring is here, it brings joy to all. Did you notice any times that I was a little louder or a little softer? Or maybe I spoke higher or lower? Or maybe I said things a little faster or a little slower. All right, it changes how you listen to a poem and how you enjoy the poem, I should say. All right, I hope you finished your assignment yesterday because we're going to have another assignment today and it's going to be harder, but I know you can do it. First, let's read a couple more poems that have some repetition in them. It's raining pigs and noodles. It's raining pigs and noodles. It's pouring frogs and hats, chrysanthemums and poodles, bananas, brooms, and cats. Assorted prunes and parrots are dropping from the sky. Here comes a bunch of carrots, some hippopotami. It's raining pens and pickles, and eggs and silverware. A flood of figs and nickels is falling through the air. I see a swan, a sweater, a clock, a model train. I like this so much better than when it's raining rain. And I think you know what was repeated there, right? It's raining. It wasn't repeated a lot, but I just thought it was kind of a fun poem, so I wanted to read it to you. The other poem I want to read to you does have quite a bit of repetition in it. And it's called, Why Do I Have to Clean My Room? Listen as I read it for volume change, tone change, and speed. Let's see how I do on that. All right. Why do I have to clean my room when I would rather play? The crayons scattered on the floor are hardly in the way. I almost never trip upon my basketball or drums, and I don't pay attention to the cake and cookie crumbs. Why do I have to clean my room? I think my room looks nice. There's pizza in the corner, but it's only half a slice. I'm not at all concerned about the gravy on the chair, my piles of model planes and trains, my stacks of underwear. I will admit some bits of clay are sticking to the wall. I scarcely even notice them, and I do not mind at all. Beneath my bed, there's just a wedge of last week's apple pie. And yet I have to clean my room. I simply don't know why. How did I do on volume, tone, and speed? I was trying to vary those. I hope you noticed. All right, here's your assignment. You are going to write your own poem with repetition. The first thing you need to do is think of something, a main idea that you could repeat over and over again. Let me show you the poem I did. And remember, you may not copy it, right? The idea that I was thinking of is I can't wait till we're done with this quarantine and having to stay at home. So my repeating phrase is, I can't wait till this is over. Let's read. You watch and I'll read. I can't wait till this is over, till the governor says done. I can't wait till this is over. It will be so fun. I can't wait till this is over. Back to school we'll go. I can't wait till this is over to hug and say hello. Now, do you think I just sat down and wrote that poem out with no mistakes, no changes? No. It took me about a half an hour. I changed some of the lines. The first way I wrote it was, I can't wait till this is over till the governor says go. But then I couldn't figure out something good to rhyme with go, so I changed it to done. And I made several changes down here because I did go, and I still couldn't think of a word to rhyme with that, but then I thought of hello. So I changed it a lot before I finally got it done, and then I rewrote it over nicely. So I want you to think of a phrase that you would like to repeat in your poem. You don't have to use the same model that I used. You don't have to do repeat, and then another line, repeat, another line, repeat, another line, repeat, another line. And yours could be just 4 lines. It doesn't have to be a long poem. I don't know if you think this is long, but yours doesn't have to be a long poem. But I want you to think of something that you would like to repeat. Remember in the poem about cleaning the room, why do I have to clean my room? Right? That was the repeating line. Or maybe you're thinking of when you play with your brothers and sisters. You might repeat the line, leave my stuff alone. Or maybe you want to do something nicer like, it's fun to play at home. Whatever. Think of something that you want to repeat and then try to write a poem using that repeating line several times. All right? We're going to work on this for 2 days. So you work on it today and tomorrow. This will be your assignment 2 days in a row. And then you write it out and take a picture and send it to your teacher. All right? Have fun. Have a good day.